Austraeoh by Imploding Colon, read by Deathlight, Chapter 22, whoops. When Goldplate marched out of the tree line, he trod directly into a crowd of grumbling voices and angry grunts. Blinking, he glanced up and lowered his brown hood. He saw the entire front of the caravan stalled at a deep stretch of rippling water. Goldplate had hardly paid attention, but he suddenly realized the caravan had met the river at a spot where they weren't accustomed to crossing. The brook indeed looked terribly deep, stretching over 30 feet to the other side of the valley that led towards Winthrop. What was more, he wasn't the only one who observed this. "Look at this!" Austraeoh growled, shaking an incredulous hoof. "She led us to an impasse! You've got to be kidding me!" added Red Turnip. "Why did we follow this blue Pegasus?" another stallion uttered. "Fulltrot, was this your idea? It's going to take hours to head south to find the possible spots. By the sun goddess, we're never going to make it to Winthrop on time. We were late enough as it was." Goldplate bit his lip. As a shadow blurred overhead, he gazed up into the sky. In spite of every pony's griping, Rainbow Dash was flying tranquil loops about the scene. She whistled to herself and scanned the location with calm, ruby eyes. Fulltrot, in the meantime, was clearing his throat and marching up to the top of a smooth boulder beside the lake, close to the ears of Rainbow. He cast the caravan a tired gaze and murmured into the winds. "Traveler, I do hope you have an explanation for this. My stallions have grown restless. I was not the only one to put my trust in you, it seems." "Oh yeah, a little pizzazz." Rainbow Dash smirked, stifling a giggle. She hovered above the deep river, just south of the churning rapids. "The best part is yet to come. When I give you the signal, you and your ponies go ahead and cross. And just how do you expect us to do that?" Austraeoh barked, frowning viciously as several stallions behind him voiced their mutual disapproval. "Unless you got a couple of sea ponies stowed away in your saddlebags, I don't see how a single Pegasus is gonna get us to the other side." "Well, it's a good thing I am a single Pegasus. Why would you need a whole squadron of me?" Rainbow Dash remarked. "We're not trying to cross the ocean now, are we? What is she on about?" "Shh." Fulltrot hissed to his workers. He turned and gazed up at Rainbow Dash once more. "We could surely use some miraculous equestrian magic about now. How many times do I have to tell you?" Rainbow Dash slipped her goggles over her eyes, magnifying a wing through the noon daylight. "I'm awesome. Leave miraculous to your early arrival to Winthrop tonight." Goldplate did a double take, not so much because of the statement, but for the fact he could have sworn that the wink was aimed directly at him. He stood in the shadows of Red Turnip and the others, watching nervously. "Traveler, if you would care to explain yourself?" Fulltrot began. But Rainbow Dash was already flying high in the air. She lifted up in a backflip, letting her wings go limp, stalled, and plummeted straight back down. As she fell earthward, she spun her body into a vicious corkscrew. At the last second, she pulled up, skimming the waters, and lifted in a curved arch, slowly at first, then faster and faster with each revolution. She spun a counterclockwise cyclone above the river. Her body soon became a sapphire blur. Wind picked up, kicking the leather hoods and cowls off the delivery stallions, trying their best to watch by riverside. Then, when the unnatural gale was starting to become unbearable, the rippling noises of the river died out. Upon a second glance, the ponies realized, to their breathless amazement, that the brook had died out before them, and a moist but decidedly clean path had been formed across the body of water. They murmured in shock, and looked up to see the cyclone building into a mesmerizing waterspout. From the center of this tantalizing phenomenon, Rainbow Dash's raspy voice shouted, "Now! Move it! Move it! Move it!" Fulltrot was already smiling, the wrinkles on his facial features smoothed, as he spun and shouted at his cohorts. "You heard it, stallions! Make for the other side! Don't give her any longer to wear herself out!" Austraeoh and Red Turnip exchanged surprised glances. When Fulltrot shouted a second time, they kicked dirt up and galloped across the muddy expanse, dragging equipment with them. In quick order, All 2,000+ ponies ran one after the other until they were safely on the east side, and undeniably dry. Goldplate took up the rear, panting for fear that the river could close up and take him at any second, only to be helped by the guiding hoof of Full Trot. Both young and old ponies were crossed, and they were greeted by a loud series of ecstatic cheers. That was the signal that Rainbow needed, and she began to slow her spin of the cyclone. In a swift cascade, the crystal blue waters refilled the expanse, and the river gradually became whole once again. Whoa, that was incredible! Did you see that? That's Pegasus' miracle work right there. Ha, you heard her. Awesome! Awesome is the most appropriate word I've ever heard. My stars, when did I just beyond the last ridge? We'll make it in record time. Red Turnip laughed loudly, slapping Ironhoof in the side and grinning. What do you say to that, you candling fool? How's that for an impasse? So, Ironhoof frowned at the others. So she knows a really nifty trick. Just as he uttered that, Rainbow Dash finished her cyclonic flight. All the little bits of water had fell to the earth, except for one. She donated it to Ironhoof with a flyby, her wings blowing at his incredibly soaked mane. Whoops! She chuckled as she darted once more into the air. Ironhoof blinked, drenched from mane to tail. Okay, so that makes 2 tricks. Red Turnip guffawed. Several more ponies rolled and bellowed with joy. One of the wagons nearly teetered over, as the entire caravan shook with hilarity. Even Full Trot managed to smirk, as he patted Ironhoof's soaked shoulder, and trotted towards the front of the group to reform ranks. In the meantime, Goldplate was blinking. Just as his lips started to curve, he looked up and saw Rainbow Dash flying low. Rainbow was glittering all over, in a myriad of water droplets clinging to her coat and hair. She gave her prismatic mane a wild toss, flapped her wings majestically in the sun, and soared towards the horizon to scout ahead of the group. She flew over the treetops. Her toned muscles shone out against the green haze of fluttering leaves. Goldplate took a deep breath as the caravan regrouped and resumed its unimpeded march east. He raised his hood over his head to hide a slight blush on his orange cheeks.